let's try this way. I've never been anywhere like this. The only place that I've seen remotely looking like this is the favelas in Brazil. But obviously these are in much better condition. What a way to start day 8 of this trip. Look at that view. So I'm in Robin Hood's Bay, just down the coastline from Whitby, which is where I'm heading next. If you haven't seen yesterday's video, I stayed in the worst hotel I've experienced in my life. It was a real life The Shining. Check it out. Anyway, on to today, Robin Hood's Bay. So this gives you a look at the village. I'm at the top of this hill and the village is all the way down at the bottom. So we're going to have a little explore, aren't we? First things first, if you do not like hills, do not come here. There is no vehicle access into the village unless you're a resident, which makes perfect sense. Look at these quaint little houses. Cottages. I think I'm allowed down here. Oh wow, you get a fantastic view here. No, I think I'm running into people's gardens. Imagine waking up to that. Cool little houses, cottages along alleyways, dotted around this place. So I'm not sure if this is the way, or if you follow the road. But this is absolutely magical. Look at this place. It's like a forgotten world. Cliff Street up ahead. Sounds promising. Wouldn't want to be a postman around here. This is a dead end. There's a couple having breakfast overlooking the ocean. What a beautiful location that was. Right, let's try this way. I've never been anywhere like this. The only place that I've seen remotely looking like this is the favelas in Brazil. But obviously these are in much better condition. Tommy Baxter Street. Wow. So there's a South African couple. I keep running across them. Yeah, going in and out of the little mazes. The old police station. Wow. So there's a museum up there, but I don't believe that opens till 10 AM. We'll have a little wander. Right, there's a property for sale. How much do you reckon it costs to live in a place like this? I will have a look shortly. There's lots of little quirky shops though that aren't extortionate. There's a sweet shop just up there. So rent cannot. Oh, it might be the pub that's for sale. Ernest Wilson. Let's have a Google. Right, so it is the pub for sale. It says 2 beds, but it doesn't give a layout. It's a freehold sale. £425,000. It says it's high turnover, but it doesn't go into specifics, so it's got no planning permission to turn it into apartments or anything. Right, we must be getting down to the bottom now. There's nowhere open, it's sort of 8:45. Wouldn't mind a coffee, to be honest with you. Here we are. Oh wow, look at the Bay Hotel at the bottom. What a spot that is. What a view. What a view. Wow. Wow. So it's named Robin Hood's Bay because it's got a link in the 18th century to smuggling, heavy smuggling. And apparently, and I'm not going to go looking for them, but all built into the cliffs are tunnels that the smugglers would use to get their wares into the area. When I googled though, it did say there's no evidence that Robin Hood ever visited, so it's more a tribute almost. And one of the prime things that they smuggled was tea. Of all things, tea, and I think it said gin. Look how clear the water is here. Literally pristine. Absolutely gorgeous. So it's a prime spot for fossil hunters and rock poolers. I assume that's people who go collecting crabs and whatever. Alright, let's get back up that hill. This is the smallest listed structure in the UK. It's been collecting money for the RNLI since 1886. It's also the oldest lifeboating collecting box in existence. Every day's a school day. Everywhere I go along the coast there's a dinosaur and fossil shop. Look at this one. Obviously it's a replica. A life-size cast skeleton of a velociraptor. I reckon I'd take a velociraptor. Get it around the neck. And this is why you should only come here if you're pretty agile and mobile. Because there's no way down or back up other than using your two legs. What little, these cool little streets though. Okay, my only gripe, and it is a gripe, you got to pay using the toilet. It's 40p. It's the first time I've had to pay to use a toilet on this whole trip. I don't like that.